Being a five-time winner, how important is that to you?
Very. I mean, when you think of Daytona and you're an American road racer, knowing what the race was in the early days, it was known around the world. People came from around the world to try to win it.
Yes.
And that was a big deal. Now, it's changed now, but nevertheless, those 5 wins I will always keep right here in the title, Mr. Daytona. This is awesome stuff, man. I mean, this is the world center of racing, and when I started this business, sitting in the grandstands in 1985, watching Freddie handle business, take care of everything, I said, that's what I want to do right there. And 7 years later, I got my first win. So that's what drew me in, and then now to have that 5 wins and have really a string from 92 to 98 of first or second, and the 2 I finished second was less than a second combined. Gotta be happy with that.
Yeah.
A lot of oddball things happened in Daytona for me. It started in '89 when I was a first pro ride with Yoshimura, and I stalled the bike then. People don't remember that, and another rider hit me from behind. So that happened a long time ago. And then '94, to be leading the heat race, and the chain broke, and that meant I had to start in 67th position, second wave. I had already won one by then, and I thought, I'm good. This is a great challenge. I'll be happy to start in the back. And then to come back and win that with pretty much ease. And then '95, the race we mentioned falling down on the second lap going in the International Horseshoe and being dead last and pushing and trying to get the bike started, and the corner work were trying to help. One of them was trying to get me off the track. It was a tense moment, but when that bike fired, I knew that second, I'm winning this race, and there was no question about it. That's all I knew. And to be able to come back and do that, yeah, I mean, this place is just magical for me. I don't even know how to explain it, but I was doing an interview earlier, and as soon as I would get off of I-95 onto 92 right here, something just came over me, and I just knew. I had this feeling. I knew I was going to win. And it's silly, but it worked so well for me, and so often. And like you said, not just winning it, but like in crazy stuff happening. After 95, I think it settled down pretty much. And it was just a standard type of race, you know, where I was able to win 97 and 98 on the Yamaha. But just to be able to do it in that fashion, people never forget that. I'll never forget that. No. And, you know, it wasn't just a win. It was special. This is not the first time I've been an instructor for a school. I've been schooling since 2010 on and off. After I retired, I got the call to do TV, did that for a few years, and around that same time I got a call from Yamaha and said, would you come and be a guest instructor at our school? Well, I never left. And so they started paying me, and I got to ride again and teach people. It was great. And then that kind of ran its course, and then I moved on to an outfit called Ridiculous Racing. And we just did 3 years together, and they just pulled the pin on that deal. So now here I am. Chris and John asked me would I be willing to come to Daytona, and I never instructed at Daytona, but I thought I had a lot of good information I could add to anybody in this classroom. And turns out they all really appreciated what we just did. And I did a video. Bobby followed me around and showed him my line, and the response I got from that was just great. So I've enjoyed that. I enjoy helping people in the sport, you know, because I didn't have that. I was doing it on my own back in the day. So it's kind of cool to have people come in and ask for your advice and appreciate it, you know.
Now, there's one thing, you know, they've paved the course and they've done different things to the course, but it's basically still the same course you won on, isn't it?
I know. The chicane, it's been 3 or 4 different variations of what it is.
Right.
But more or less it becomes the same. It's very close to what the original chicane, which I ran in 1988, 87, but it was just farther down the track, down the back straight. Now they've moved it, you know, earlier down the back straightaway. So it gives you an opportunity to get in and get out. But that really, the rest of the track's the same, other than the International Horseshoe.
Right.
That's really, to me, the biggest change. And so, yeah, when I ride around here, it's like I never left.
Right.
I see more pavement in spots, which would make it easier, like in the chicane.
Right.
More curb to go across, right, left, on the way out. So yeah, I mean, I'm ripping around the banking today on that GXSR 1000, thinking that's just like old times, man. Except this bike's a lot smoother than the one I used to ride. In the early 90s, the Kawasaki's, I didn't think they could get any better as a motorcycle at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And as time goes on, tires get better, suspension gets better, you know, all of it gets better. But now, from then to now, there's been a big gap and a big jump in all the telemetry and the electronics on the motorcycle now. I mean, we didn't have that, you know. And so what it's done, I think, it's allowed guys to race longer, their careers. They can be more competitive now. The bikes are easier to ride. They're faster, but they're smoother. They've got this electronic thing that will help save you when you get it wrong. So it's great, because the bikes now are so fast, especially the 1000s. I mean, you're talking a bike run over 200 miles an hour off the showroom floor. You need help with that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, most guys can't handle that kind of horsepower. So it's a real pleasure for me to ride now in these schools and get to experience the new technology. And I've even ridden the new Ducati that's like a technological marvel. And it is just amazing what they've done now. So, and that allows like guys like Rossi to race into his 40s and be competitive, you know, at the world level. So it's been a good thing. I do like the old stuff because you really had to manhandle it, and you had to have a nice finesse with it, and especially on the throttle. And the tires, what I like now, the tire technology's come a long way. So you can go out and rip laps off now and be less stressed. And it's more fun for when you're my age. And for the guys racing them, they gotta love it too now.
Mr. Daytona, you're planning to be back here in March during Bike Week, right?
I'm planning on being here, but I don't know if I'll be wearing leathers. Let's just say that. Who knows? You know, I mean, if the right deal came up and somebody offered me the right deal, maybe I'd suit up and try to win another one. But as it looks right now, I'll just be here as a fan,
Right.
as a fan of Bike Week and Daytona and all things that go down here. I love it. This was always one of the best weeks of my life. I look forward to it every year, to wait to get back to Daytona. And I've gotten away from that a little bit over the last couple of years, I'll be honest. But yeah, I need to get back down here and just soak it up, man. Just be here and enjoy it. So that's my plan.